Time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Love that. Love a good cough to let you know it's Friday, baby, and welcome to it. My name is Gary. This is your show. Still, as far as we know, the only live show from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday on YouTube because it's such a incredible spot to be in. I keep trying to say it's not true. It's the worst spot. The only reason we go 4 to 5 every day is because we have students running this place. It's like a training center. So shout out to all the students. Mad love to LB on the ones and twos today. As you just heard the Your Show intro from our good friend Von Trask from 911 Turbo. We did have a moment today. Network Ryan and I went for a little rip over to sound hearing impressions. Saw our friend Cassandra and her team over there, and right when we walked in, literally, the first words that were said to us was, "What time is it?" And I looked around. I was like, "Hopefully 11:14. We aren't late, are we?" And then they all just went, "Boo!" And Network Ryan was like, "What? Why are you booing? Like, you're supposed to say it from the show." It's like, "Oh, what time is it? Your show." So we totally embarrassed ourselves. The first time we ever got recognized in public by a fan, and we felt great shame. So again, to Cassandra and the team over at Sound Hearing Impressions, thank you for playing along with us and, making us feel like we're dumb. I guess I wouldn't say feel like we're dumb because we should have caught it, but now we'll know for next time as they are fans. So thank you to everyone there. A lot of fun. If you ever had to use these earpieces, they're not fun. They're horrible earpieces. Highly recommend Sound Hearing Impressions. Great people doing great things over there. We got a stacked show today. Normally, the way we do things is we don't prepare in any way because that's just the way we roll. I've always said if you prepare, then you feel like you're forced to do all these things. If you don't, then it's just a natural conversation. That's why it seems so natural in here, which we really appreciate. And today, we got so many people, so we're just going to jump right into it as I have our first guest sitting right beside me. He's a great man. We can't even do walk-up music because he's already here. I just want to hear it. Let's do some walk-up music. What do you say? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe not. Oh, I see a thumbs up. Sorry, you have to wait. This is very important stuff. We're not moving. We're not moving this camera until we hear that picture. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ugly Kid Joe! You were right. That mic, just push it in.
I can't.
Push it the other way. No, push this part. That.
But then it goes all floppy.
Well, then you got to tighten it.
Oh.
I feel like you've been in the biz long enough that you can figure out how to tighten the mic stand, bro.
There we go.
That's better. I can't hide that beautiful face. You're so gorgeous. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I thought I had like a couple extra seconds while the intro song was going to cough before we started.
Well, you don't have
talking.
that earpiece in.
No, I don't.
See, that's the difference. So
Yeah.
I feel like I tell this story every time now because whenever we start with guests on, we get the 10-second cue, mics are on. That's what's said in the earpiece. But for guys, you don't know. And then if I say it to you, then it goes over the air.
I'm just here raw dogging the world with my basic ears.
Beautiful ears.
Yeah.
Nothing basic about those, man. Not a single thing. I love your ears. How is music in the city? I say that as Ugly Kid Joel from Hometown Rock in studio right now. He is our eyes and ears out on the streets when it comes to local music. What's going on, buddy?
Things are good. Music is good. I support music.
I hope that's not all you're saying. No. That would have been the worst cut-in ever.
I've had a lot of fun. I was over at Coors Event Center on Saturday.
Taking videos out in the back alley. That's the same back alley where Jay, Dan, and I roasted a couple bones and shotgunned some beers back in the day. It was quite fun.
Funny thing is, I walked through the door thinking, oh, this is like a green room in the back of the... And I was like, oh, we're in the alley now.
That's the fun part about that place, eh? Like if you go straight out, you go straight out in the back alley.
Yeah, you're out
but
of there.
But if you take a left right before you go straight out, you go downstairs into like the boonies, and that's
I've
where all
never
the
gone
they
down
have
there.
fridges and stuff in there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I was over at Coors hanging out. It was the Velvet Threads album release party.
Look at that.
That's a beautiful shirt,
That's a great
by the
shirt.
way. Yeah.
I like that. Hold on, let's get my shirt feels left out now. Get one on mine here, LB. This is your classic Super Kick Club right there.
Super kick.
Yeah, so that's the Young Bucks, Too Sweet and All Day. the best tag team in the history of wrestling, and they're all about super kicking.
It took me a while to get to the wrestling part when I realized that what you were talking about. I was like, that's a cool band name.
Basically, it's either a band or a wrestler. That's all I wear. Or logos from our amazing supporters here
Beautiful.
at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network.
But yes.
Great show.
Velvet Threads absolutely killed it. It's been years since I saw them. I caught them at the Exchange in Regina. They've kind of changed and adapted a little bit since then, and they put on an incredible show. And then, of course, the Brothers G opened for them. And
Those are your boys, man. You're becoming. Are you?
I'm like fangirling over the Brothers G. Whatever they're doing, I'm loving it.
What's it called? Like an honorary citizen of Hafford, Saskatchewan now?
You know, if
Are they
there
taking
was
you in?
a form that said that, I would accept it.
Yeah,
But
rightfully so.
They do some fantastic stuff. Actually, they did a song called Virginia, and I just realized partway through this song, I was like, wow, I love this song. Like, it is incredible. So I'm chatting with him backstage, and as I'm literally just finished telling him how much I love this song, one of the other band members comes up from one of the other bands. Cheap Heat was there as well.
Nice.
And he comes up, he's like, that Virginia song is amazing.
So you're saying great minds think alike?
Great minds think alike, apparently. So much so, we shipped it off to the head honcho. And I said, hey, listen to this local band. This song is really cool. And he's like, well, let's toss it into rotation then.
Come on.
So Brothers G officially in rotation on Rock 102 right now. They were very excited about
Come
that.
on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dude, we've been trying to do that for a long time. I'm so proud of you. Honest to God, and this is 1,000% legit, I am so grateful that you have taken on the battle that is getting local bands on the radio, because I know how hard it is to do, and you've gone to bat for these bands, and I know it means so much to them because I was like in those shoes, and it's so hard to do. So I hope those bands are as grateful as I am for you doing this, because this is what the town needs, man. You need to support local.
They are very appreciative, and it's lucky that I have some people that in the company are like, hey, Joel, send me that local root music you're talking about, and they're willing to take the time to also listen to it and let me kind of do some stuff with that. So it is a team effort,
You're awesome.
and I just get to take all the appreciation.
I'm blushing, man. You can see I'm blushing. I just, it blew my mind. I've only known you, as a good, close buddy. When did you move? 2 years ago?
It was like 2 years last
Which
week
is
or
insane,
so.
and I feel like I've known you my whole damn life. We were talking about that before. And it's just so cool to see you finally, being trusted enough to make these big decisions, because you were right there beside me. We were on that battle for a long time, man, and I'm just so happy.
I would say it just feels like a really long time because time just kind of slows down when I'm around.
Yeah.
Take that as you will. I don't
You're
know
a
if that's a good
showstopper. No, it's
thing or a
because
bad thing.
it's very good because we take everything in. Everything comes into account. The lighting, the acoustics of when we talked, all of that comes into play.
But yeah,
a big show.
fantastic show at Coors Event Center. The Brothers G's are actually at Capitol Music Club tonight, opening up for the Sadies.
Here we go.
Yeah. So if you want to check out an amazing show, some local music, and the Sadies have been there, done that. They've been around a long time. So I can promise you a fantastic show over at the Capitol tonight.
So now, what do we got moving into next week? Get us
Next
updated. What's the
week,
schedule look like?
We got some returning criminals on the show. We're actually starting the week off with Velvet Threads because their whole album is fantastic, and I just hadn't had a chance to catch up with them since their show. Okay. So Monday's the Velvet Threads. Tuesday, we're heading back to Banastronaut.
I love that name.
I love that name. They released their song Casual today, officially. Out today, so go check out Banastronaut Casual, fantastic song. We debuted it on Wednesday, and people were really loving their sound, so I said, hey, let's get another song on from you. So we're going to play a song called Tin Man from Banastronaut. They got some really cool stuff on social media. I think it's one of their band members. He's dressed up as the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. So that is Tuesday. Wednesday, they don't know it yet because I haven't told them, but check out Queens are coming on because they're heading down
Breaking
to Regina.
news. Breaking news, Splitter. There we go.
I'm assuming they're going to be like, yeah, sure, we'll talk to you.
Imagine if they're mad at you, hey?
That is currently my plan for Wednesdays, have them on because they are heading down to Regina for the, it's not Folk Fest in Regina because, yeah, it is Folk Fest.
I wouldn't know.
I'm forgetting the name.
Don't embarrass
Anyways,
us on TV right now. There's
concert
2 people
event,
watching.
Jazz Fest down in, Jazz. I don't know. They're heading to Regina, and they're doing a show.
They're going to do a show in Regina.
They're fantastic, and I really love their group. A bunch of great people. So they're going to come on Wednesday and tell me where exactly they're going in Regina, because I've forgotten. And then Thursday...
I thought you were prepared for this. I thought I could
was
just throw it at
prepared,
you.
and then I just saw your beautiful face, and I forgot everything that's going on. Oh, Blind Commentary.
There we go.
Blind Commentary is performing at Pride on the main stage, June 22nd. So they're going to come on Thursday. They just put out a new song a couple weeks ago. I guess I was on holidays for a few weeks ago, called Red Mist. A lot heavier than what they've done lately.
I like heavy.
Lane Jones, our buddy Lane Jones.
Oh, I love Lane. How's old Laner doing?
Oh, I see him at a couple shows here and there. Yeah. He seems like he's doing well.
Sweet, beautiful gentleman.
He's off on his own, doing his own studio thing now. Nice. So his brother is in blind commentary. I thought that was kind of
amazing.
Who would have thought?
Love it.
And then continuing the Pride theme, we are back with The Radiant on Friday, who is actually on tonight at 8 o'clock as well.
Yes.
Because they just released their first new song off their new album. It's called Formulaic. We played it on Rock 102 during the takeover at lunch today. We're going to play it on Hometown Rock again tonight. Fantastic song. We don't have a release date on the album yet, but they said it's coming soon. And from what I've heard of this first song, it's going to be a fantastic album.
This makes me very happy. Anything else we should keep our eyes on over the next week before we talk to you again, my beautiful, handsome friend?
If you have any Oilers fans in your family, keep an eye on them because we're at very stressed, depressed levels. I say we. I'm not an Oilers fan, but they are.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I've been an Oilers fan for a long time. I've got a brother who's an Oilers fan.
Yeah.
It's tough.
As far as local music goes, there's lots coming up, and I will be happy to come back and tell you about it more soon.
I love that. And in case anyone wants to know, how can they figure out lineups and who's playing with Hometown Rock and all that stuff? You got something set up?
Yeah,
or
you
just
can
go to your social.
Go to my social, uglykid.joel. I'll post kind of a weekly. Yeah, I think the dot makes a difference.
It would.
Ugly Kid Joel was taken already.
How does that work?
Yeah, who would have thought? But I post kind of a weekly roundup every Monday, and then every day I'm teasing what bands are on there. So you're going to see a lot of my face. Today you saw a very sweaty face of mine because I just finished going for a run, and then I saw Gregory.
Yeah.
His poster was, and Gregory's on. I'm doing a double header on Hometown Rock. Yeah, it's him and the Radiant on Hometown Rock tonight.
Yeah, and Gregory just did Strip Down.
Yeah. So he's got his new song out today. I Just Want to Be a Mountain.
And his show is Tuesday next week?
His show is Thursday next week over at the Capitol.
Yeah. I almost nailed it. I was close.
It was close.
That's good.
Between two of us, we got there.
We always do. His name is Ugly Kid Joel. You know him from Hometown Rock. He is our voice from the streets when it comes to all things local music. Brother, thank you so much. I always love when you stop by and stay out of trouble and say hi to everyone for us. We'll talk to you again next week.
Can't promise about staying out of trouble.
He's a bad, bad man. Give it up for Ugly Kid Joe! Got you, buddy. All right. This is good stuff. Coming in hot. I told you. We're going to fly through these. Okay. Oh, that was good. I love you, buddy. You're so good at what you do. You know that? You should be on more. Yesterday was a very special day for a very special man. That special man goes by the name of Boontis. The special day was his birthday yesterday. Our Zoom capabilities weren't to full capacity, is what I was told. That was probably just to make sure I didn't schedule any Zoom so we could have less work. Hi, Marge, I know. So, with that now being put forward, let's go to my main man, Boontis, all the way in Calgary, Alberta, in his backyard. God, look at you. Did you lose more weight? Are you getting skinnier on me? Wait for it. Hold on, Boone. Hold
Classic.
on. There you
Classic.
are.
I do it all day, every day, forgetting that I'm on mute.
Well, you weren't muted. We were. Oh, it was you.
It was me. It was me.
Maybe that's something we should start looking into.
My bad.
Okay, maybe I'll start saying, are you muted? Anyways, none of that matters. Happy birthday!
Thanks, buddy.
Dude,
Thanks.
okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Getting back to it before we get into your special day. Have you been losing weight? Are you still Pelotoning?
Still Pelotoning, but no, you just now I'm riding it out. I think I found a good way. I'm never going to be what I was in high school, right? You just come to accept that.
You were pretty thick in high school too, bro. You know?
I don't know about that, but okay, I'll take it.
One thing we can agree on is that the chest and back hair will never leave. So you'll always have the forever sweater on.
Never. Yeah. Well, and the Ugly Kid Joel, he mentioned being sweaty for something. I thought, oh, that'd be a perfect segue to me. So.
To this day, I have never seen a sweatier basketball court than you and Mr. Bose going at it. The great Rick Bose. You're the only guy I've ever met that could sweat as much as you on a basketball court.
Yeah. Still rocking it. Still
I'm very proud of you. So how did birthday go, buddy? Did you get spoiled rotten?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. It even started on Wednesday, so a day early. But I was wined and dined by by Kaylee, my wife. It was fantastic. But yeah, yesterday I met up with a couple old high school buddies. I met up with Endo and a buddy John Thorpe for a couple beverages after. Yeah,
Dendo and Thorpe party. I haven't had one of those in years. Sorry, I missed my chair there as I tried to stretch out my back. I threw out my back. Doing nothing is horrible.
Yeah.
How did the party go?
Being old.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Well, no party. That was just
the three
beverages
of you together
on a patio. Honestly, you know what? I got a lot of sun. I was worried that the bald spot might be getting a little too much sun, but it was good. It was great.
Now, the most important question: did any of your family members text you a happy birthday or give you a call?
Oh, of course, yeah. Overwhelming. I typically don't really interact with anyone other than work.
Yeah,
and yeah, the phone was going off the hook. Yeah,
I only ask because I was flirting with your brother again yesterday, and I said, "Hey, do you wish your brother a happy birthday yet?" And his response was, "Oh, beep! I gotta go do that right now." So I don't mean to rat out KD at all, but I think he might have forgot.
He got it in plenty of time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I won't hold it against him. I went to bat for you, bro. I'm like, man, he's my bro too. You can't leave your bro hanging on his birthday.
Nice.
You know. So that's good. Before we move on, I'm just loving that you're making your debut here. You're in your backyard right now. Is that what I'm seeing?
You bet. Yeah, we got a patio. The thing is, it's going to rain tonight, so I actually have to put everything away. But yes, yeah.
And you just pulled it out?
I even have a visitor here.
Get out! Oh my goodness! What is the name of that majestic feline?
That's Duchess. Yeah,
the Duchess of Boone. I can get behind that. When did you get a cat? You never told me you got a cat.
Well, she's 17.
So you've only had her for 17 years, and I didn't know. Very interesting. I just recently got into the cat game, and I was never a cat guy. And once you get one, they seduce you. Hey, they take it over. They just become your best friend. You don't even know it.
Well, in true form, she is my shadow, and she hangs out with me. When you're not here, Gary, since you're not here, she's my best bud.
That's fair. I appreciate that. Real quick, you asked a couple times, like, what are we going to talk about? And I kept having to explain to you, dude, we don't talk about anything. That's the whole point. Like, if I were to come to you with a bunch of stuff we want to talk about, then it wouldn't be a conversation. And that's sort of that's been the downfall, I like to say, of like the mainstream media, is everything has to be so perfect and meticulously pointed out. And the only way to not be that is to do it like this. But there was two things that you mentioned, as we are huge gamers growing up. You told me you got your twin boys. You're getting them finally into the games here. We got some Civilization going. We got some Halo going. We're bringing them back. Is that what's happening?
Well, honestly, cleaning out the furnace room, we came across the Xbox, and it's does it still work? Yeah, plug it in. And what's the first game that goes on? It's got to be Halo, because I was deep into.
I have memories, like great memories of you and I going over to Souk the Boots place and setting up 4 different Xboxes in that duplex he lived in, and it was just Halo night, man. It was like an internet gaming festival,
LAN party.
Yeah, that's what it's called. We would actually do that. Good old Souk the Boot. You guys were hard into the Halo. That was something.
Oh man.
What about the Civilization? You got any of that Civilization going?
Well, that's where it all started, right? No, I haven't.
Literally.
There's a new game coming out. There's Civilization 7 coming out. I'm just taking a look at what that's all about. But way back in the day, that's what got me into. I mean, really, I work in IT right now, and it's because of my deep-rooted obsession with that video game.
It was so cool. That was the first time I ever played anything like that type of game, was in your basement in the spare room where KD kept the drum set. We go in there and like there's to be black. Then we go and you quest through the black, and then you'd build these incredible cities, and then you build your monuments, then you build your like 7 wonderful world things or whatever, like what are those called? 7 wonders of the world?
Wonders of the world. Yes.
I almost had it. I was so close. But that game was so influential. I feel like I want you to be the tester guy to see if it carries over, because that first game was so fun and so exactly what I want from a game that I feel like it's gone so far the other way that we wouldn't even know what we're doing in there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll get in.
That's your homework. Can we make this more of a regular thing? Because I've been saying for a long time now, all I want to do is just get a segment started like once a week and just Zoom with Boone and just see what's going on in Calgary. You could be like the representative for all of our Saskatoon relocators out there.
Sounds good. Yeah, there's a number of us.
Absolutely. I feel like we want to get you guys when you're at like a party or something. Host a party and get the boys over there for some poker or something. Then we'll just zoom in real quick with Boone and everyone can swear. And
Endo was saying that we need to get something more regular as it is. So yeah, maybe I'll give you a call from that next time.
Absolutely. You know I'm a big Dendo guy. That's my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Boontis. He had his birthday yesterday, and he's one of my favorite people in the world. Thank you so much for zooming with us today, Boone.
Love you, Gary.
I will bug you again next week. I promise you, buddy. You take care, and happy birthday tonight. Enjoy the rest of your, I guess, birthday weekend.
Birthday, Father's Day. Yeah, it's going to be great.
All right, I believe you. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Boontis! Yeah. See, that's what your show's all about, man. You got a best buddy who you've known since they moved here from Swift Current back in like grade 5 or whatever the hell it was. It's their birthday. You give them a Zoom and then you celebrate happy birthday. As your show rolls on, the Friday edition, I feel like we can do a Maggie cam right now. We haven't done any Maggie camming yet. She's sitting there almost in the right spot. I do love how LB moved Jake, who was co-hosting yesterday, over a little bit. Let's go ahead and hit that Maggie cam up, brother. There she is. Oh, she's new almost. Marge, no! Maggie Cam proudly brought to you by our good friends at Pet Planet Street, your pet's natural grocer. Mike and Rochelle over there, they got a dog named Leroy. Leroy is Maggie's boyfriend. They love each other. And Kirsten and Shar and Chris, all ready to make your life the greatest life ever. The second you walk in over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. If you're into fluffy butts, you are loving the Maggie Cam today. Look at that fluffy butt. That's a good angle. Now you nailed it. That's good Maggie wrangling right there. There she is, yeah. Look at that cute little half eyeball there. Oh, look, it's a super close cam. We're done. Like that's what? How do you follow that? Look at Jake in the background too, menacingly staring. Classic snake plant humor right there. All right, let's go ahead, and I believe we have walk-up music ready to go. Poor LB, he's like, man, I thought it was going to be an easy day today. Now you're doing all these complicated things. Yes, and we are going to continue to do that with another walk-up song, because I got a guy here who I love, and he is coming up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your best buddy, your favorite uncle, Uncle Brando! You got Marge over here, look at that.
Hey, Margaret.
Uncle Brando is walking up to the set to throw a newspaper at you. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Gary? Based on that song, I feel like maybe you're not doing so well.
I had to get it out. I feel like I haven't sung enough on the show this week, so I really wanted to get it out.
I'm glad I can help you out with that.
You always do. You look great, man. How you doing? First foremost, I've had hundreds and hundreds of people think about asking me, how is your Tim Tums?
Oh, dude.
Is there any repercussions still lingering from the packing peanuts incident of like a week ago?
Truth, like I say, that first movement, the morning after, was kind of it was a good cleanser, and I'm telling you, I was jacked after that, dude. So, I mean, as I do, because I am not one to shy away, I have gone to Uncle Mike's all natural products, and I have ordered a box not full of soap, not full of wonderful shaving equipment, only edible packing peanuts, baby. I'm going to be back on here next Friday, and I'm going to be so I'm going to look like Scott Steiner up in here. I'm going to give you guys crazy math equations. I'm going to be so jacked.
So many
awesome. I'm going to have a chain link mesh hat.
Yeah.
I'm going to be walking out talking about freaks and peaks.
All medieval.
Dude. Oh, man. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm going to owe it all to the Uncle Mike, all natural packing peanut.
When you do it, don't forget to use DAM20, the promo code. You use that at UncleMike'sNatural.com. 20% off your order. DAM20. Use that promo code.
Do you mean to tell me that the thing I was going to buy anyway I could pay less for?
I knew that you could CCO this somehow. Give me the spiel. You're gonna do it anyway.
You're gonna do it anyway. If you're gonna pay money for something, you might as well pay less for it. And if all you have to do is type in some words on a keyboard, why wouldn't you do that? You're only cheating yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You can cheat all sorts of other people in the world. Never cheat yourself.
That's it.
Not
Damn
anything. Yeah, man.
That message proudly endorsed by Uncle Mike's All Naturals. Well done. How have you been, bud? I haven't talked to you in a couple days here.
I've been fantastic. It's been a pretty good week. The weather's been nice. Work has been okay.
Oh, only okay.
Well, it's work. It's always work.
Work is work.
It's always
unless
work.
you're here. It never feels.
Oh,
like
it never
work
feels like work here. This isn't work.
beautiful.
This is fun.
It is fun.
This is fun. I encourage
almost-
everybody else to try it. It's good.
Almost too much fun.
I wouldn't go that far. It's never too much fun.
Okay,
Gary.
that's fair.
Nothing is too much fun.
So you were the second you rolled in here. It's funny we talk about the packing peanuts incident. You walked in here and I was in the bathroom, so I was like, I'll be out there in a minute. And in my head, I was like, okay, there's 0% chance that Uncle Brando is doing anything else but demolishing the Arkanoid machine. How do you feel about the new addition to the damn studio?
It might be one of my favorite things that I've ever had free access to ever. I've
the
always
coolest
wanted a cocktail top arcade machine.
Yep.
And the fact that we have one in the studio now is just the coolest thing. The fact that it's a game I am tragically bad at is not an issue. I will get good at it just because it's a flat bar top machine
Yep.
that I can play for free
Yep.
when I'm here.
And if you're familiar with the game Arkanoid at all, it's basically like the paddle on the bottom and the ball that goes up and down, like Brick Breaker.
It's like Pong, you play by yourself.
It's the OG Brick Breaker, and this Arkanoid machine has the Voss controller. So it's not a joystick, it's the twist Voss stick. Yeah. So you have your fire buttons here, and you Voss it back and forth like that, and it goes. And shout out to our friends over at Deneb Finishing. My man Big Boy, who's going to be crushing all the world records with us when we start twitching it up.
Right on.
He bought that, got it fixed up, and then he needed a place to store it. It's like, oh, I think I got a place you can store a video game cabinet. Yeah, we could probably do that. But then he was giving me shit because he's like, man, all I want is for someone to just like put up some high scores and like really dig into it. And I had to explain to him it's a really hard game.
The high score is
It's a really
serious
hard game,
business on
yeah.
that game, man. Like that's a big deal. If this was a Gyrus machine,
Oh,
I'd be doing it.
big drop right there.
But it's not.
I
It's
will
an
tell you,
Arkanoid machine.
Big Boy is a world record holder in Arkanoid for the Nintendo and I believe for the cabinet as well.
Oh wow.
So we got a lot of really cool stuff coming down the pipe here as far as the video gaming goes.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the wrestling.
Uh-oh.
As we
Oh.
well, we don't have to.
No,
We don't have to talk about the wrestling.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
I
it's
feel
going
like
on.
we've like whenever you and I talk, we talk WWE's WWE, AEW is AEW.
Correct.
And you got all the guys that go up and down as to like it's indie wrestling versus the whole other angle. It's a super rich NFL football team owner guy who gave his son a promotion. Where do you stand with AEW as a promotion right now?
I am so happy that it exists because I think that the wrestling landscape requires an actual alternative. And while what we have might not be the biggest or the best produced or whatever, it does provide an actual alternative. Like if you don't want to see the corporate wrestling where every match is sort of formulaic and the same, it's the same
is what it's
faces,
called.
lots,
Lame.
right? Lots of the sameness over and over again that just kind of carts you along for half an hour until the next story beat happens. I feel like AEW is a really good alternative to that because it is, as much as it's chaos and insane, it does give you a lot of action. There's lots of flashing lights and loud noises, right? It gives you all that stuff. And I think it's really important that exists because at least the wrestling audience, I think, has shrunk over the last couple of decades.
That we can agree on, yes.
And for that audience to be healthy and be around for everybody and have everybody be serviced, we are in a situation right now where everybody can get what they want because there's two companies that are providing. If you want it, you can watch it on cable, and I think that is something that's to be celebrated.
And speaking of those two companies, that leads into my next question, which is where do you stand on the post-Vince WWE that we've all been enjoying so much?
I like it much better. Much. And it's not just because this weird half-melted candle sex pest man is gone. It's because I think that the show has gotten just so much better without somebody that, let's face it, his faculties were compromised, and because of age or drugs or whatever he was doing, I'm not going to say anything for sure in case he sues us.
We
but
don't delve into any of that. We're just happy to be here.
Whatever he was doing something that obviously impacted his ability to be good at his job, and he wasn't being good at his job. And to see him move along, to see the next generation of people take over, And then to see the product actually get better because of
There you
it
go.
is great and very vindicating for all the fans like myself and you who said for so long, hey, like this guy needs to get out of here.
Get rid of that old man.
Yeah, so if you're a lapsed wrestling fan, now is the time to get back into it because whatever you liked about wrestling exists now for you to watch.
I wasn't pointing at you. Did you see that? We had a banner come up there.
Oh, what was
We got
it?
a new banner for the One Pad podcast.
Oh, sick. That's a good show.
Yeah, it comes out every Friday. I know that because I just read it on the bottom there. Episode 4 dropped this morning. There's no One Bad podcast for you to enjoy, starring the great Kurt Dahl, drummer and lawyer from One Bad Son, and Shane from One Bad Son. Shane actually also is putting out, I feel like his graphic novel would be the more proper term, not voguing, but like a comic book. He's got like a five book comic series going on. He does all the artwork and like writing and stuff. It's super cool, man. So we got to get him to talk more about that. Actually.
Did it go from beginning to end? Is he going to finish it?
I believe it's just like a run. So it's like a 5-book run.
Okay. Well,
But
that's,
I don't. This is just me from the outside. He would obviously know far better than we would.
Get-
But
getting-
it's not just a drummer and a lawyer and a singer. He's also an artist.
man, that's so cool.
All going on the One Bad podcast.
I love when people are talented and get to like show how talented they are. With
I
what they
say
do.
it
That's
all
so
the
awesome.
time, Brando, and I will say it until I pass. I will listen to somebody talk about paint drying if they're passionate about it. If you're passionate about something, I can talk to you forever. 'Cause I love seeing people care. I feel like caring is lacking lately in the world.
I think you have a point there, but I mean, there's enough people out there like you and them and
We're trying.
all of us here that we're
trying.
we're doing a thing, and I think that we can prove that you can make a go of just giving a
This is it.
damn about the stuff you're passionate about.
As long as you're not trying to get rich, as long as you're not talking about politics or religion, you can make it work.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get comfy here. So if you want to join us, by the way, want to serve it up with me?
Can I do a thing?
Wanna
Oh,
be a part of this
absolutely.
team? All right.
This is one of my
let's
favorites.
do it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
there it is.
That.
Yeah,
At
baby.
DufferinAve.com.
Wait, is that voguing? I don't even know how to do
It's
it.
so hard to frame. Eh? Oh, there's the One Bad Pod again.
I watch a lot of drag on TV and in real life, and I have no idea how voguing works. Like I always just
think
end
you
up
just
doing
have-
the Macarena.
I think you just have to say Vogue and it works.
I-
Vogue.
Is that? Oh shit!
like
that
that.
did work. That
There you go.
totally worked. Do it again. Do it again.
Vogue.
Dang, man.
You gotta move to the music.
You cracked the code, man.
No, I cracked the Vogue, my friend. Real quick, BBO on the CCO on the YTC. She dropped, baby.
She did.
Everywhere you go, you can find the BBO.
Oh yeah, you want to see something drop? All the dollars that. Oh my God! It came out.
How much does a box cost? You were trying to explain this
Now,
to me. the other
now
day.
that particular one. Now again, I use a combination of store credit from sponsorships.
By the way,
to
explain
show
what
and my
this-
own money.
So this is a Magic the Gathering box
Yeah, it's
full of cards that he's
sealed
opening.
packs,
There
and
you
in
go.
each of the boxes that I open, there's 12 packs, each with 15 cards in them.
And right when you open it, half of them go.
Yeah, so it's 12 packs of 15 cards, and I'm gonna make some people in internet land shit right now.
Here we go.
$550 plus tax.
Come on,
baby.
No.
Too much money.
No.
It's too much.
No.
It's too much.
I ain't paying it.
Oh, I did though. And I do it because I don't want anybody else to have to, you know?
And that's why you do. And you say it very clearly.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
pulling all these garbage cards so you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm proving, like, dude, like, don't. It's so many dollars. Magic
Yeah.
is such an expensive game, and there's lots of other stuff I think that is like this too, where it's everything is designed to make money. Every
would've
single
thought?
thing, every
Welcome to
consumer
Earth.
product is designed to take your money and make it somebody else's money.
Yep.
But I feel like this particular type of Magic the Gathering set is designed not sinisterly, but you know, maybe sinisterly. Where like,
Maybe Cyril Sneer's back there
'Cause-
operating, you know?
because
Who
nothing's
knows?
changed. It's the same product they're giving you. It just has different colors on the front of it, you know. And suddenly they charge twice as much for it, and it sucks. And so I endeavored to go out and show people, like, man, it's not worth it to buy this.
The rage is so real. That's what I take home from it because you legit feel that pain every time. It never goes different.
No, and it never
We're all
goes
waiting
well.
for that one win. That one
and,
little win.
and it
You
never
get
comes. It never happens.
What's the best card you've ever pulled on a Brando box opening?
Oh boy. The best one I ever pulled. Actually, it might have. No, wait. No, actually, I pulled a card in one of the very first box openings I ever did that was worth almost the amount I spent on the box. One
What
car.
happened? What did you do?
I traded that thing in immediately to make back the money that I spent for that box.
No, I mean when you saw it.
Oh, I farted in excitement. Dude, haven't you seen me be excited before? I was like,
felt
"Huh?"
it.
I was like, "Huh? What? Huh? Whoa.
And then you go, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. And then I got very excited. It was very cool.
So that was
Yeah.
the very first one, and then nothing since.
And then since then, I've been basically dumped on. In this most recent one, which you can watch on the Commander Cookout YouTube channel now,
head
I
on
actually
over.
do open a couple of cards that are valuable, but like I didn't want them, so they don't count.
Interesting.
You know, like other people might have wanted them, but
got you.
you know what? Not for me. And it still certainly did not make back what I dropped on that friggin' box, man. Because, yeesh, man, I could
that's a grind.
have bought a kid's hockey helmet, just the helmet for that
Man,
much.
we
money.
all know how much those cost. Unless
Man.
it's like a mid to late 80s, like Wayne Gretzky, Peter Klima, Jofa helmet.
I don't
Those
know
things
what-
are awesome.
I don't know any of those words you just said.
They were
was.
like, basically, it's just a piece of plastic with nothing else. My buddy, the Wing King, who plays with the Neon Flamingos, he wears one every now and then, and there's like no padding.
That doesn't sound very safe
It's
at
just
all,
to
dude.
look badass. It's not for safety. It's all for looks.
What if you get hit in the head with a hockey puck?
That's hockey, you know.
Oh wow! People still think that's it's just hockey.
Well, you
Man, I
gotta
thought
look
with all-
good out there, man. That's
in
all rec
the-
sports is just looking good when you're out
Man,
there.
in the era of like CTE and in a post, world,
Yeah, we don't want. Yeah,
I'm not going to bring that kind of karma on the show. But really,
yeah.
wow,
It's
I
weird,
figured,
right?
man.
Well, my helmet alone, like the chin strap doesn't even do up. I just have to like wrap it and tuck it.
Oh man, like I'm never gonna say, no, don't play contact sports, but like people who play contact sports got to know that there's a risk, and I just figure people would take all the steps available to take care of themselves. I'm surprised there are people who don't.
You know, when you break it down, like if you're gonna talk, I guess like what's it? Traumatic encephalopathy, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you're talking stuff like that, you don't think about that when you're out there because it's rec sports. You're playing D division hockey.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about headshots, but then you don't realize everyone out there is old and uncoordinated and very clumsy, and you're probably going to fall. So it's not worried about being hit. It's more worried about being hit by someone else's stick with them not, keeping track of their stick or a puck when you're not paying attention. So that's sort of where the risk lies. And most guys, they want to take the risk to look good.
Oh, I figured somebody would be just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And they just cross-check you in the forehead.
There have been incidents where there have been guys. The Flamingos actually used to have a Jägermeister night where we'd take one of the 8 water bottles and fill one up as a straight Jäg.
Oh,
And
man.
you don't tell anybody. And those games are fun. Those are fun games.
Oh, man, I kind of want to do that. Now, we should have a CCO.
Hey, make sure you designate a driver though, as you know.
Yeah, very important. Yep.
So if you're having a Jägermeister night, don't be driving.
Yeah.
Anything else going? What's going on CCO real quick? Anything cool, exciting? What's coming
CCO
up?
coming up next week on Tuesday. We're going to look at the Commander decks from the newest set. It's a modern set with a Commander deck that comes with it. That's like having a football that is being sold during the NFL or the NBA playoffs.
Nice.
Doesn't make any sense, but it's there. We're going to talk about the
Marty ho ho ho.
the Mahdi ho ho ho. We're going to talk about the trends. We're going to talk about the value of the things, whether or not you should actually go out and buy one for the Magic player in your life, and some other stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun, as we always do on the Commander Cookout podcast.
Hell yeah. Where can people find it?
You can find it anywhere better podcasts are found. Sometimes even where the bad ones are found, because we are everywhere. You can't get rid of us.
And
We're like herpes.
We wouldn't want it any other way, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
The only herpes I ever want on me are you two.
Oh, well,
You
I
know?
appreciate that. I'm sure Ryan does too. We're herp and derp. Wait, does that make me derp? Yes, sir. Damn it.
Hey, like herp's better?
That, you know what? You're right.
Come on.
You're right.
I think
You're
it's
right.
an even Stevens
You
right
make
there.
a good point. Yeah.
I hate to kick you off, but we have one more guest to get to, and I know you're a huge fan of
Yes,
this
I
next
am a
guest,
giant
so
fan. I will never
I know you'll be
complain.
happy to hand over the chair. So, again, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll get you on a bunch more next week.
We shall. Do we too
Well,
sweet?
we too sweet all the
Yeah,
too
we
sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Uncle Brando. Oh, sorry, March. Must be a Friday. This is a Friday vibe in here. This place is bouncing right now. Can't believe this, hey? Ugly Kid Joel hanging out. Got Uncle Brando. Hold on. Walk up music. That was close. One more. Hit me, dog. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, no, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, our final guest today. You know her from the past, our bedtime podcast. and oh so much more. You know her from her specialties. Her name is Hardcore! Yeah!
Hi.
Nice. See, now normally when someone shows up with something like that, I'm rolling it. We're not rolling that up, are we?
Hey, yeah.
We're drinking that?
Well, I brought you a new tea.
Oh.
I'm still fighting a cold. You got something in there?
I got a little bit, but it's okay. Hold on. I'll chug it. This is energy drink.
Is it?
Mhm.
Energy tea.
I heard you were injured, or I was watching on Monday, and you did something to your back.
It's not were, I still am.
Yeah, so I made you a tea for your pain. Oh, this is cold.
Make sure you talk to the mic there, Hardcore.
Okay.
Yes, right. It was a cold energy drink.
Yeah, it was very cold. That cup's like freezing to touch.
Yeah. So, okay. Now, my lower back went out on me real bad. I did nothing. It just happened. And this is going to help. This is pain management tea. Is that what I'm learning?
Yeah. Pain.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. Get a taste.
I've been working on like a concoction
That's
all week.
good.
So it hasn't been finalized, so I can't bring you any. But also, this is a month's worth of sleepy tea. Please tell me how many teas you made with the last one. Did you only make 2 teas with the last one?
No, I made 3.
It
I made them
was-
strong.
It was 10. It was supposed to be 10 teas.
That's why I slept so good. That makes. I was wondering. We literally talked about whether it's a placebo effect or not. I was just taking too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and if you're worried that it's not going to be enough, just steep it longer.
Oh, I steeped it hard. I'm a huge steeper.
Yeah, with the thing I got
I
you?
leave it in there till it gets cold.
No, you
Yeah.
don't want to do that. You want to drink it warm.
Well, no, then I just put a little hot water and warm it back up.
Okay. Well, this
Okay,
is
so
a month's worth.
This is my sleepy special time.
Yeah, and you got to give me back the other jar because then
It's
I'll
in
just
there.
rotate
Yep,
it.
I got it. No, so now if you can see that, does that not look like something that you'd be rolling up and was it ever crying? Listen to Pink Floyd too. We heard Pink Floyd on the radio today, and I was like, man, you know, for all the times I've been under the spell of THC, you think I would have listened to Pink Floyd more?
Are you getting used to the taste? Well, I mean, you haven't had it in a while. It's a little dirt.
It's got that.
Tasting,
It's got that finish, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but in my head, that's the placebo effect that makes it feel like it's medicinal, right?
Well, as soon as I smell it, I'm like, my brain like kicks into like sleepiness. I feel like because
That's how we're trained into it.
But do you still have some magnesium?
I have the roll-on still,
You need
Yeah.
to do both of them.
so I have to roll on with the sleepy time.
Yeah, I brought you more in case you wanted some
Okay.
more
No,
magnesium spray.
I'm so happy that you're taking care of me. As
Yeah.
the alchemist Harkora is in the house from the past our bedtime podcast. I feel like, what was the really good tasting one? Was that the one for your health?
Yeah, I think for inflammation. But this has a
Yeah.
little bit of licorice in it too. This one's actually a little
Ah.
bit sweet to it.
It's nice. I like this one.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what happened last Friday and why I couldn't be on the show?
I'm leaving that to you, bro. This is because normally every Friday, Hardcore comes in and she closes down the show. This is her time.
Yeah, I was
And
here.
We ran into a little snafu.
2 minutes before I came on, I got notifications that my wallet was stolen and people were using my credit cards.
Yeah, you broke everyone's heart because everyone loves you here, and they were like, "Where did Hardcore go?" I'm like, man,
Yeah.
she literally had to go.
I
Like, you
just,
had to
like,
run and
yeah.
get there.
Well, I had to call the police, and
Yeah.
then I met them where where it happened, where
The incident took
they
place?
stole it. Yeah, because I know who stole it.
And
So
that's the whole
that makes
another
it
layer,
worse.
right? Yeah.
And I believe that they're a good person at heart. They're just their addiction took over.
And what was my silver lining on this whole thing was, you we have to make sure we set an example with the first one so no one else decides to do the same thing.
Right. But nobody got hurt, nobody died, it's all those things are replaceable. So, you got to learn from it and move on.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're buying into everything we're about here, making the world a better place, man.
Or maybe I always just was that.
And now it's coming out of you.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's already been out.
It's already been out.
there.
I'm just here now.
It's there.
Yeah.
You are here as a human being, hanging out on a Friday.
Yeah.
How close are we to selling your specialties? I really want to start slinging these things on the website.
I don't know. I can't give you a time. I can't give you a timeline.
Classic, I shouldn't say female, that would give me a lot of trouble. Classic females, to me, when I talk to them, answer. That can't get me in trouble, can it?
I don't know. I've also been sick, so I just go home and sleep. So I haven't put a lot of energy into it.
That's fair.
And it depends on a lot of things. You have to work with Service Canada. And
Okay.
yeah.
But the point is, you have a huge cauldron, and you are alchemisting all over the place with all these different concoctions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't take any training. I just know it
It
works
doesn't
for me.
taste like it, I'll tell you that. This tastes amazing.
Thanks, Gary. So I've been asking people a question all week at work.
Okay.
I got a question for you.
Love it.
How long do you think that you would survive an apocalypse? Or
I already know the answer.
Tell me.
Like the longest possible, because I'm the only person who doesn't have a computer in my 1993 Dodge Shadow. Everyone's going to be coming to me to get the hell out of here. Because Skynet's going to be the apocalypse, right? Like we all can agree on that.
Well, I don't know. You're not a doomsday packer prepper?
Dude, you live on a ranch. How could you not be doomsdayed? No, you. Oh, me. Pfft. I'm in my shadow, bro. I'm out.
Are you a prepper? Like, how long would you last with your food?
I have a... Okay, you want to know the honest answer?
Yes.
I will give you the most honest answer. I do have a thing full of Itchy Band that my
Okay.
dad gave me. It stayed on the shelf in this garage for like 3 months. Just to give you an idea, right now in my fridge, I have a couple of old pierogies. I have a bunch of Royal Andy's different relishes and hot sauces that he makes. And I have a log ice cream cake from Dairy Queen that I ordered last night along with 2 blizzards and a Misty Slush, Sunset Horizon. It was incredible. So I have ice cream and a couple of pierogies.
Oh my goodness. Maybe that's also why your back
Just so you know,
hurts.
I'm eating it with a spoon, like right off the log. It's that log's, that's a dirty log in there.
Everyone just left the studio to go eat ice cream.
Joke's on them. I literally just...
I can't leave though.
You don't want to. I basically spit all over it. Like I ate the entire outside
do.
of it. It's...
So you
Point
didn't make
is-
it to the cookie part in the middle, the best part?
No, see, it was too hard because it was fresh out of the freezer.
Yep.
So I couldn't really get a good scoop without it blowing up everywhere.
Yep.
So they can have some of that. But I just love eating like the outside. I don't know if you ever bought a log ice cream cake from Dairy Queen before as just a little snack for yourself.
No.
It's amazing.
I
The
mean-
price is right. It's right there, and it's just so good all
What
the
are
time.
they, like $20? I think I'd purchase one for
It's
a
like 29
get-together.
bucks.
29?
Like a normal one that you get for like a birthday party.
Yeah.
It's like $50.
Oh, so
The
it's a
log was
steal
like
of a
half
deal.
It is, but treats of pizzas now. That's where the
Oh,
money's
they're
at.
so good.
Those are like $22.
They used to when I think the last time I bought it, it was like $15, $15.99. That's
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Well, I guess that's not too much.
Maybe it's
inflation.
before COVID because the inflation went up during COVID.
Stupid inflation. So to answer your question, if I'm in here, I'm not surviving very long. But if I'm getting in my car and everyone's hopping in with me because I don't have a computer that can shut it down, we're out of here, man.
Where would you go?
Probably Network Ryan's place just outside town.
Okay.
You want to come?
Does he
We'll
have
load up
solar
the shadow.
panels?
Network Ryan, you got solar panels? No, it's not even here. No, his neighbors do.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just rip off of that.
Okay.
This is good. How about you? If you're not coming with me, I imagine you do have a family you have to look after.
Well, that's a question. It's
You're
like,
not leaving your family, bro.
are they? It depends. Like, usually kids slow you down. So, did they
boy.
survive or are they with me? Because that determines how long I'm going to survive. or
Everybody in
last
your
long.
family is with you. Everyone who's in your home is with you during this apocalypse. You got T1000s all over the place. Got their sights
I think
on you.
I'd last a couple weeks with kids. They're slow. They
Are
slow
you
you
prepped?
down.
Do you got a lot of food in the house?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I haven't been buying any groceries all week because I had no money because that got stolen.
Well, not only that, you had no energy or anything 'cause you were sick too. That's like a double whammy.
Right. And
Horrible.
so we've been going through the fridge and the cupboards and just creating stuff out of
Well, that's
nothing.
fun.
Yeah.
The alchemist in you just took over the food
Yeah, so
department.
it's been
I
good
like
for
that.
the freezer because we're getting down to the bottom of it and being like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, how long has this been here for?
When you clean your freezer, do you scrape off all the ice chunks?
Yes.
You do, hey?
I mean, most people should, shouldn't they?
Oh, my grandma made me do that like every couple of months in her freezer. I'd have to get the kettle, I'd plug the kettle in, I'd take all the hot water and pour it along the entire outside. After emptying the whole deep freeze, pour it until all the ice would melt. Then I have to get a cloth and go in and
Yep.
soak up all the. Oh, it's a real.
I just did that because I'm getting down to the bottom. Can you pass me that toque? I want to try it on.
Oh, here we go. Do you know what that toque's from?
Yeah, Commander Cookout.
Oh, snap!
So these are on sale? 40% off? 40% off? I think I need one.
Looks really good. That
It
actually
doesn't
looks
have
really
that
good.
weird space at the top if you want.
When I put it on, it like barely fits my head, so I can't really
You
wear
got
it.
a lot
That's
of
why I put it
hair.
right here. Yes, tiny brain.
Yeah,
I'm all tiny,
I want a
everything's tiny.
T-shirt from Commander Cookout to wear on the podcast.
I'm gonna make an order. Last time I tried to make an order, guess what? There was nothing. Somebody left their entire stock empty for
Wow.
months that I couldn't buy anything for. I had a couple shirts, I had a bunny hug, I had hats, I was ready.
Like in the cart, ready to go.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't go in the cart because none of them were there. But they did stock up again. So head over to where did they find the CCO stuff? head to commandercookout.com.
Yeah.
Get some fantastic gear. Speaking of podcasts, how's Pastor Bedtime going?
Good. Yep, we have a new
You guys
episode.
are back at it, right? You're back
Yeah.
in the saddle.
Yep, we took a couple weeks off, but we're back at it. Our next episode is going to be the advice you give to your teenage self.
Oh, God. I hate questions like that.
Well, what would you give your teenage self?
Money.
Advice. Money.
And that's coming from like the most spoiled, privileged kid you'll ever meet in your life. Like I've never had to worry about it my entire life. Yet that's like the only thing that can fix anything, which is
Money?
a pretty heavy answer. Yeah.
And
Like any problem
kindness.
you had, well, I guess, yeah. If we're talking emotions, like you can't give me kindness.
I can give you kindness. What are you
Can you?
talking about?
No,
I can
like-
be kind to you.
Yeah, you can to me, but you can't give me so I'm kind.
no.
You know, like you can't force someone to be kind or else
That's
this
right.
world would be a lot better. I think it'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good episode, I think.
And what was your answer?
Oh,
You're
there's
supposed
a
to
bunch.
tease it. You got teased.
There's a bunch, but
Tease
I think,
this up, girl.
I don't know if you know this or this is going to be a surprise to you, but I was pretty wild in my teenage years, and
Not with a name like Hardcora. Never.
My
Not you.
advice is to stay wild because I feel like you need to learn from all your mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's made me the person I am today. So that was one of my
a beautiful
pieces of
answer.
advice.
That's basically what you just said is how this place was built. This entire movement was built on just, being true to yourself and learning from your mistakes. My dad says all the time, it's not a mistake if you learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a lot of mistakes, like a lot of mistakes, like huge mistakes all over the place because I'm just not the smartest guy.
Mm-hmm.
And without any of those, none of this would be here. You got, you got to go roll around in the shit before you get all nice and pretty.
I agree.
And that's sort of where this is at. So I think we're all sort of on that similar road. It's like, we did screw up a lot, but without all of that happening, we would not have this beautiful studio we have today, and we would not be out here every day trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it's a little bit of wisdom,
That's nice.
You.
What did Brixie say? Probably something
Guess
extra
what she
stock.
said.
Well, I know exactly what it'd be. Don't post your updates on Facebook.
That was one of them. One of them.
Absolutely. I forgot. We had her on here on Monday, and we didn't even talk about it. She sent me a bunch of new ones.
Yeah, new pictures of like
The
post-
screenshots of
yeah.
her Facebook updates. Wow.
She said,
Oh.
"Don't get hung up on boys like that, or don't go back to the same guy."
Oh. Sounds like a bit of a track record.
And I was
there.
like the opposite. I was like, I just kicked that one out and went to the next one. So I was like, we were not the same in high school.
Guys are dicks. Guys have dicks.
Yeah.
Network Ryan. Nailing it again.
Yeah.
Didn't want to go on air today, but he's got a lot of witty comments from the sidelines.
Same with Jake the Snake.
What do you think? You like
I
that name?
love him.
It's a pretty good name. Did
Yeah.
you see him on the show yesterday?
I did see him on yesterday. You should put a toque on him.
Well, the problem with Jake the Snake is he never ever listens to our no religion, no politics rule.
So he's in timeout right now?
Yeah, well, when he was up on the chair, we gave him like 5 seconds, and he just went off. He's like, the political religiousness of this place is... And I was like, dude, Jake, you're done, man. Like, there's no time for that here. What kind of snake plant are you, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
A cocky one. Doesn't shut up.
we might have to tune Jake the Snake. Maybe trim a couple leaves, if you know what I'm saying, make him calm down. We'll see how it all goes. But as the gardening guru for around here, pretty good shape, pretty good looking plant. Let's go to the
It
planting.
looks
Let's go
like
to
he's
Jake
from
one
a
more time there,
dumpster.
LB.
Doesn't he
They
look
call him
like...
a dumpster? Look at that plant. It's a
What's-
beautiful plant.
Was someone chewing on the one leaf?
Well, the thing was, the plant was in a planter that was about half the size of the one it's in now,
Okay.
to the point where it was growing out the sides of the planter.
Where was
So
this
it's grown-
before? In your house?
So I got that plant probably about 12 or 13 years ago, and it's set on top of my piano. And
You've had it for 13 years?
it was on top. It went 9 months without any water because we thought it was dead. And I just thought it
Wow.
looked cool. And then it just didn't die. And then all of a sudden it got some water and it started growing through the sides of the pot it was in.
It needs more credit than it's given.
That's why it's here, man.
Or he.
It's just like all of us. That's why he's so bitter all the time. He's been through a lot, man. He's made a lot of mistakes too, just like you and I. But
Yeah.
you wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Yeah.
So Jake, welcome to the team, bud. We're looking at another plant to bring in here that we want to name Keanu Leaves.
That's a good one.
We just need to find the right one.
Maybe a
So-
big one that goes in the corner over here.
I was thinking, well, the original plan for this little planter area here was to have a bunch of planter plants behind it.
That makes
So
sense.
just be right there. So maybe we'll look into doing that.
That makes sense.
I don't know. There's always stuff to do. That's what I'm learning. And it's just like, I got no time. You know?
Nobody
Who
has any
for that?
time
I
anymore.
don't even have a job and I don't got time. Like I can, like,
And you
the
don't
only
leave
time
the
I
house.
think- Yeah, I know. I really hit the jackpot, didn't I?
Yeah.
I say it all the time. I literally trick people into coming over and hanging out with me, so I don't have to leave the house.
You're lucky. I thought Wendy would be here. Pretty soon, me and you are going to be better friends than you and
Hey,
her.
you know what? I'm ready to do the past our bedtime anytime.
No, we need to do Saskatoon's 3 Ps in a podcast. me, you, and Wendy.
You just blew Brando's mind, bro. I mean, I don't think we can top that. That's really good.
Yeah, we'll wear like
Where can
matching
people-
outfits and we'll get you out of the house and we'll
I'm
go
in.
do like on-site stuff.
Tarzan, Tintin, and Thor. Fat Thor, though, right? Yes.
I was thinking more like windsuits, matching windsuits.
Okay, well, we have a bunch of shows coming up. Like, it's so funny how we, for so long, for like a month straight, like, we have to get these shows done. We have to get into these shows. And now it's like, man, we got shows like every day coming out here right away, which is pretty
so
cool.
you have no time.
Well, I'll still make sure I don't do anything because that's sort of my mental safe space is just not doing anything and putting everything else off. We're almost done the recording booth. And Network Ryan and I were talking about how it's going to be another great way for people who are trying to deal with voicing commercials and how to do it or where to do it. It's like, we got a place right here. It's super cheap and we can do it all for you. You don't have to go to AI because apparently Skynet's taken over all the voicing jobs too. Hey, let's go and get a computer to voice how much we care about humans and animals and life. That'll go good. Skynet's the worst. So coming up very soon, we'll be able to voice commercials for you and make them all pretty, which is going to be very fun. Just want to get that out there. Network Ryan told me to say that.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He's so smart.
He's so talented too.
Yeah.
I was creeping their Instagram page and it is insane how talented he is.
Yeah, and he'll never take credit. That's why we like him.
It's
He's a classic self-hating ginger over there.
yeah, he like paints up magic cards and
He's
makes
yeah.
them look better.
He. Hey, where I come from, painting magic cards is sexy, bro. That's called foreplay. Maybe even 5-play.
Tell my wife.
Rebecca, he's working hard, you know? Give him some love. Is that good? That's probably just going to make it worse. I feel like I made it worse. Hardcore, before we go, is there anything else going on in your life? Anything else you want to put out to the world before we call it a weekend?
No, just celebrate those dads out there.
It's Father's Day.
Yep.
Holy moly. I'm golfing with my dad on Father's
Yeah,
Day.
are you good at golfing?
Horrible.
Me too.
I'm the worst golfer, but I bet you probably don't play that much.
I don't like to play, so
Yeah,
yeah, I
that'll
play
do it.
once a year.
Yeah, I've been playing since I was like 5 years old. Like, technically speaking, I played enough rounds to be on the tour and good at golf. And I always said, all I need to do is just get out every day. If I go out every day for a couple months, I swear I'll be shooting in the 70s. I'll just be so good at golf. And then last year, after I was relieved of my duties with a real job, I literally golfed 3 times a day for about 2 months. And where I was supposed to get better, I only got worse to the point where at the end of summer last year, it was the worst golfing I've ever done in my life. I literally broke my golf swing.
So what did you do? You gave up?
I'm garbage. Yeah, I suck. And now I'm going to go golf in a golf tournament on Monday at the old By Pond, which is going to be very fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually do one tournament out in Big River, and all the money goes towards all the recreation in the community.
Perfect. Those are the ones you want to get into.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, I guess we're up against it. Did you fall asleep? LB is looking like you fell asleep in there. You sure? You popped up pretty quick. All right, he's there. Why don't we Frankie our way out of here? You want to look like you're playing?
Sure.
Get the pianos going. We'll see if I can thank everybody from this week. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you had a lot of people on.
It's like when we first started, it was just watch Gary dance by himself for every episode, and then now it's like we're turning people
we
away.
playing?
It's crazy. Oh, you're doing great.
Okay.
It's like literally looks like you're dead
Okay.
on. Okay, Tabundis, my main man, just texted me. Happy birthday again, belated. We did text him yesterday. That's Kurt Dahl, drummer lawyer from One Bad Son. One Bad Podcast, episode 4 dropping today. His little brother, baby boy, had his birthday yesterday, and he joined us for a quick Zoom. Thank you to him. Ugly Kid Joel updating us on all the musics. He's Mr. Hometown Rock, 8 p.m. each and every weekday night over on Rock 102. You can give him all the love because he is an amazing human being who we love so much. Uncle Brando and Network Ryan, the CCO bros. Thank you for always CCOing. Hardcore, of course. Thank you. Very happy we got you in here because last week we were so worried about you. Everyone was so worried.
I was worried.
Yeah, we're happy you came out of it a better person.
Yep, thanks.
LB, Dragon, Phenom, the producers, love you guys. You guys are amazing. Who else do we have? Uncle Mike, promo code DAM20, hit it up. 20% off as well. Matt from all the bands. Sounds like we're going to be starting a music show next week with us 3, which is going to be pretty fun too. So all the love to them. I'm forgetting everybody. Who else am I forgetting? Brooksy was here on Monday. God, I got a
Matt
squeaky
Young?
chair.
Oh, you
Shout out
said
to the
Matt.
squeaky chair. Matt. Maggie, who's our always forever employee of the month. Thank you to her. And everyone else I forgot. Jake the Snake. Coach Mazer. Adrian from Australia. Coach 1 and Coach 2. Oh, man. Now I'm sweating from all this thinking. I gotta get out of here. We'll be back Monday at 4 p.m. though. We'll miss you oh so much until that time. Look at Margaret's coming up even. You coming to say bye? I really appreciate Hardcore is still going, by the way. You're still you're nailing it. Yeah, you're still going. This is great. And Big B. Big B was in the house for a couple minutes. It was great to see him. Love you, Mr. B. Brooklyn, was Brooklyn here this week or was that last week? Well, shout out to LB's GF Brooklyn, who we love so much as well. And to you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this each and every day. And we hope you have a great Father's Day. Enjoy that. And don't forget, be kind to each other, man, because the world sucks if you're not. That's pretty good. Have a great weekend.